Hi there. In this video, we'll be covering the best ghostwriters for nonfiction books. Hiring a top ghostwriter could cost you quite a bit of money, but it could be worth it to tell a timeless story. By the end of the video, you will learn what separates top ghostwriters, the kind of track record you should look for, and how much you can expect to pay when working with the best of the best. And stay tuned until the end of the video for a free resource that I really think you're going to enjoy. Let's dive in. When thinking about the best ghostwriters, all of the best ghostwriters have a track record. They have a proven record of success. With books, that comes through in bestsellers. I myself am a best-selling ghostwriter. Two of the books that I ghostwrote were national bestsellers, USA Today and Wall Street Journal. But there's that tier that is above where I am currently, and that's New York Times bestsellers. New York Times bestseller list is the top tier for book sales, for book bestsellers. It's a mark of quality, it's a mark of sales opportunity, and considering top talent, that's really who you're going for. You're going for a proven track record. You're going for somebody who has multiple bestsellers behind their name. J.R. Moehringer is one of the top ghostwriters in the industry currently. He ghostwrote Open with Andre Agassi, which was an amazing book. It's one of the best sports books I've ever read. He ghostwrote Shoe Dog about Nike, and he ghostwrote Spare with Prince Harry. He commands a lot of money every time he works on a book project, and he's gotten a lot of notoriety and fame for ghostwriting. It's interesting when ghostwriters step out of the shadows because it's by nature kind of a hidden thing. A lot of times you don't know exactly who worked on what book, but it's interesting when ghostwriters can get that notoriety for themselves. Another well-known ghostwriter is Michelle Burford. She has a string of very popular bestsellers behind her. There's a proven track record. She's written books with Brittany Griner, Robin Roberts, Alicia Keys. Typically, when you're dealing with a J.R. Moehringer or a Michelle Burford, Daniel Peisner is another one. When you're dealing with that top level, the people who are writing those books, those authors, and the people who are working with them, the handlers, they're specifically going after those ghostwriters. And those ghostwriters cost quite a bit of money, and everybody's okay paying it because they know that there's going to be book sales in it, that there's going to be lots of opportunities for copies of the book to be sold, and it's going to be very well done and very popular. As a result of that quality, I mean, some of these ghostwriters can command 6 and 7 figures per project. At the same time, they may only work on one book for a year or two. It's interesting for me to consider that role and to consider that opportunity. I'm not in that category yet. Maybe someday, but I'm not yet. It's interesting to see that level above where I am and recognize that some of these ghostwriters are devoting all of their energy and all of their focus on one project at a time. That's not common for most ghostwriters. With most ghostwriters, you're working with at least 2, 3, 4 projects at a time, and they could be at different stages. It's not like you're starting multiple projects at once. Sometimes it feels like when you're working on a project for a while, that it can be on autopilot in a way, that you kind of know exactly what you're going to devote to the project every single week. There's a meeting, there's a delivery, everything is kind of in sync and moving along. And you can kind of dial back a little bit because you kind of know exactly what you need to do to keep moving forward on that project. At the beginning of a project, meanwhile, you're going to devote more energy, more time, more effort, more mental skill behind it because you're unlocking all the pieces. At that stage in the game, everything's fresh and new, and you haven't figured it out yet. So it's interesting to recognize how different skills are needed at different points in the ghostwriting. When I think about that upper tier of talent, and I recognize how inaccessible it is to most people, I actually am happy being where I am. I'm happy with the fact that people can reach out to me and that there's accessibility there, that I'm working with lots of different clients and authors that have so many interesting stories to tell, and these aren't necessarily going to be New York Times bestsellers. I'm completely fine with that. I think it's awesome to be able to provide ghostwriting services for people at a range of different levels. Some of these books are going to end up being self-published. Some of them are going to be traditionally published. Whether they're a New York Times bestseller or not is not a reflection of the quality of the book, which is exciting to me. You know, whether it's 1,000,000 people, whether it's 1,000 people, whether it's 100 people that read a book, if they can be moved by it, then you've done your job. And that's what's so great about working with a ghostwriter. You know, it doesn't always necessarily need to be the person who ghostwrote Shoe Dog to help you write your book. There's opportunities out there that can help you tell your story in the best way possible. And whether or not you end up spending 6 and 7 figures is up to you, but there are different options at other price points as well. Whatever path you choose for your book, I think it's great and awesome that you're thinking about working with a ghostwriter, that you're watching this video and exploring what you need to do to finish the book and get it published. To that end, I'd love for you to watch the next episode. It's called 7 Critical Steps to Working with Your Ghostwriter. In that video, I cover the mindset needed when collaborating with a ghostwriter and how to bring your very best to the project. Remember, a good book can change your life. I'm Dan Good. Thanks for watching.